Hey, good morning to you, brothers and sisters in Christ. Yahweh be praised, and I am so glad that you are here. We are continuing on our cover-to-cover read of one chapter at a time to get through the entire Bible. Together, we'll learn, note, and talk about, especially when I go into some commentary ones. So first off, we'll do the read-through. And one moment, well, somebody calls me. All right. And so, now we're going to begin Chapter 11, the Universal Language, Babel, Confusion. Genesis chapter 11. Now, the whole earth used the same language and the same words. It came about as they journeyed east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. They said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." And they used brick for stone, and they used tar for mortar. They said, "Come, let us build for ourselves a city, and a tower whose top will reach into heaven. And let us make ourselves a name, otherwise we will be scattered abroad over the face of the earth." The Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And the Lord said, "Behold, they are one people, and they all have the same language, and this is what they begin to do. And now nothing which they purpose to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down there and confuse their language, so that they will not understand one another's speech." So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of the whole earth, and they stopped building the city. Therefore its name, called Babel, because of their Lord, confused the language of the whole earth, and from the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of the whole earth. The descendants of Shem. These are the records of the generations of Shem. And Shem was 100 years old. He became the father of Arpachshad 2 years after the flood, and Shem lived 500 years after he became the father of Arpachshad. And he had other sons and daughters. And Arpachshad lived 35 years and became the father of Shelah. And Arpachshad lived for 400 years and 3 years after he became the father of Shelah, and he had other sons and daughters. Shelah lived 30 years and became the father of Eber, and Shelah lived 403 years, and he became the father of Eber, and he had the other sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years and became the father of Peleg, and Eber lived 430 years after he became father of Peleg, and he had other sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years and became the father of Reu, and Peleg lived 209 years after he became the father of Reu, and he had other sons and daughters. Reu lived 32 years and became the father of Serug, and Reu lived 207 years after he became the father of Serug, and he had other sons and daughters. Serug lived 30 years and became the father of Nahor, and Serug lived 200 years after he became the father of Nahor, and he had other sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and became the father of Terah. And Nahor lived 119 years after he became the father of Terah, and he and other had sons and daughters. Terah lived 70 years and became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the records of the generations of Terah. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran became the father of Lot. Haran died in the presence of his father Terah in the lands of birth, in Ur of the Chaldeans. And Abram and Nahor took wives for themselves, and the name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah. The daughter of Haran was father of Milcah and Issesh. Sarah was barren, and she had no child. Terah took Abram his son, and Lot, son of Haran, his grandson, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went out together from Ur of the Chaldeans in order to enter the land of Canaan. They went as far as Haran and settled there, and the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. That is another lineage that we've gone through, which I am amazed because of all the different things that we actually think about in everyday life come from this book. So many things. I mean, even the Babel, the confusion of the language, and where the origin of Babel came from. I mean, that's mind-blowing because we don't know these things. They don't teach you in school, right? So thank you very much for being here with us. Join us again for Chapter 12. This was Chapter 11, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless. Go with God.